Updating our story from last night in San Marcos, we now know about 2 separate carbon monoxide poisonings within just hours of each other.
With one person dead and another hurt, our Angie Bevan reports authorities are putting out the warning after an incident they are calling very rare.
Tuesday afternoon, firefighters were called out to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Fish Hatchery in San Marcos. There, a man died while working about 15 feet underground on a water pump.
I think a lot of it had to do with some weather environments that were going on. The wind was blowing to such a point where natural ventilation couldn't occur from the space.
Just hours later, Fire Marshal Bell showed up to a second location on Wonderworld Drive, where someone was suffering CO poisoning.
A stop work notice has been placed on the window here at this unit in the shopping center. The fire marshal tells us a man was working inside with machinery to cut concrete when he was overcome with carbon monoxide.
In both cases, officials say the men were working in small, closed spaces with poor ventilation, and the carbon monoxide levels were toxic. Bell says sites like these are not required to have a CO detector device.
The reason why it quote unquote never happens is because they've gotten lucky many times using this type of equipment.
He's calling for awareness, saying it's a rare but silent killer.
You know, my career here in 25 years, I can count on one hand how many of these incidences where people have gotten to the point where they were poisoned by CO, and in one night I doubled it.
The man poisoned at the construction site is receiving treatment at a hospital in San Antonio. In San Marcos, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
The fire marshal also says the death and the poisoning case are still being investigated, as well as the locations where they happened.